Let's get this shit on the road, buddy. We have a lot to talk about, a lot to consider, a lot to think about and ponder. Let's fucking go!
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I think I'm a boomer. I think I'm a zoomer. I think I'm a doomer.
Baby.
Damn, I'm a zoomer. Okay. E double G
I don't think
W
drinking breast milk is that out of the ordinary.
No, me neither.
For a grown man, what do you think?
I stay fooling with my bot, my tunes will make you
Welcome to the Grillcast, the only podcast in the whole entire world dedicated to radical centrism, the only podcast in 2025, the brand new year dedicated to radical centrism. Can you believe it? My Grillas. Joining me as always is Micah. What is going on?
Well, happy New Year's, Orion. It's I think we're gonna start off the new year pretty strong. There's a lot of news to cover. Did you hear Jimmy Carter died?
Oh yeah, he did die. I couldn't believe it when I heard that. I was like,
Yeah, I know. You
But he was so spry. He was a spring
I
chicken.
feel like at a certain point when
How did this
people
happen?
literally turn into ghouls in their geriatric, old age, you kind of just forget that they're gonna die someday. But honestly, Jimmy Carter's passing is peanuts in compared to what we have to talk about today.
Yes, very good stuff. I like that video of him getting wheeled out to vote for Biden. You know it's bad when Biden looks like a spring chicken compared to you. He's like the crypt keeper. He's just staring into the abyss, unaware of what he is, where
Yeah.
he is. That the average voter, probably the world's smartest voter, actually.
The
was
one who
Jimmy
doesn't
Carter
know what
in
the one who doesn't know what
2024.
they're doing when they submit their vote.
Yep, it's highly respectable. So R.I.P. to the King of
JC.
Peanuts. You'll be missed dearly. Your legacy is that of a king.
Your legacy is
shout
your
out
legacy
to
is that
Big
of
JC.
making boomers unnecessarily upset at how you were president.
Dude, I heard about that all my life growing up. Just every fucking day. Jimmy Carter. Then Reagan really turned things around. It's like, all right, man, calm down. I mean, Jimmy Carter, Jesus Christ, both JC. He was a pious man. He was a respectable man. He is somebody that we'll never have again in these wing-cucked times. So shout out to our main man, JC. Now let's talk about the content. And this is the meat and potatoes of the episode. This is what I'm sure all the grillas are out there waiting for with bated breath, saying, "Please, please, we need your
Salivated mouths and dilated
pupils, noses dripping in anticipation, penises dripping in anticipation,
edging.
just waiting for us to talk about these
Get on with it.
fucking Indians, dude. These Indians. So for those who are not in the know, who spent their Christmases with their family, enjoying a nice time, touching grass, touching snow, enjoying the real world, you may not know that on Christmas, Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, they took to Twitter Christmas Day. Indian. Pajit. And they took to Twitter to basically say, look, white people be lazy and shit. All right? White people be lazy. We need to bring in more Indians because white people, they can't do these jobs of such technical nature as filling out forms for them. They can't do these computer jobs. Computers are beyond the grasp of the white race. And predictably, the Chuds, they had a meltdown over it. They look at this and say, we will not be replaced. I thought you guys were supposed to be based and red pilled. You tweeted a Pepe once, guys. You tweeted a Pepe.
I thought Vivek Ramaswamy was a based white nationalist. What is going on?
How could this possibly have happened to us? We've been betrayed. This is what these people believe, that they were deeply betrayed. But what it comes down to for me is there's a lot of discourse between the chuds saying, we fucking hate Indians. They're gross people. They're smelly. And us white people, we are being discriminated against. Oh, we've been discriminated against for years. Our problems aren't our fault. It's actually society. It's actually the system conspiring against us, and this is proof of it. That's what the chuds say, but let's be honest here. Chad Preet is coming. Chad Preet will replace you. And he'll do it for cheaper. And he'll do it better. And this is a problem with these white people. Is I don't hate white people. Okay,
Mhm.
I don't look down upon them. I'm not a racist. Okay,
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
just their culture. It is their culture. With their sagging pants and their rap music and their fucking their low riding vehicles with big spinner rims. I mean, these people,
Their fursuits.
their first their fursuits. I mean, let's just look at the facts here. That white people have been doing this to black people for a long time. Oh, we don't hate you. We hate your culture. There need to be some changes here if you want to make it in the world, bud. You think you're gonna go into the office looking like that with your hair all nappy and shit? I don't think so, boy. And then it happens to them, and what's going on now? They're spurging out a mass spurg out, mass hysteria amongst the whites. Micah, what are your thoughts? Do you welcome Chad Preet with open arms?
Well, you know, part of the problem here is and you'll notice, during this whole spat, it isn't just the Chuds that are lashing out against the Indian H1B arrivals. There's a whole lot of obfuscation and misdirection surrounding the H1B Indian debate. My girl is the truth is we are not divided by race or class or even ideology. What we are truly divided by is smell, because being stinky transcends any form of thought. It's a visceral and tangible human sensation, and it manifests as selective discrimination against the people that carry that trait. Which, of course, I think the wing cucks are going to present it differently. They're going to prescribe to something else, because they feed on division. So they're going to call it racism or Indian phobia. And I think that in a moment where we should all be united, they want to divide us because, again, no one wants to be around people who are stinky.
Right. That is really true. Uh, the way that these people are approaching it, they're saying, well, it's about the fact that native citizens should have these jobs. What are these jobs that these people feel that they're entitled to? They're programming jobs, their office jobs, they're do nothing jobs. It's just white people wanting corporate welfare. That's all they want is corporate
They
welfare.
want, yeah,
One,
they want to do jobs that literally AI can do
yeah,
or will be able to do in the next 10 years.
they're fighting tooth and nail for it because they want welfare. They want to be able to just go in the office or not even do that. They don't even want to do that anymore. Oh, I want to work from home. I want to sit in my laptop. I'll totally do stuff and not spend my day jerking off, gooning to furry porn. Yeah, right, buddy. We got your number. We understand
Like
what's going
the
on.
entire the entire tech industry is just a place for like scrawny nerds to avoid manual labor and make more money than they should be.
Right, and we're finally, as a society, cracking down on that and saying, you know what, Chad Preet can do nothing for cheaper. Chad Preet,
he's gonna be he's gonna be scrawny
yeah.
anyways.
And, that's one thing, too, to your point about them smelling. Uh, that's one benefit of the work from
We
home
can
movement.
we can confine them. We can confine them away from other people's workplaces.
Right,
Exactly.
we can confine them away from places where people are actually doing work. Um, what it comes down to for me is ultimately I do come down against the H1B visas for Indians. But it's not because I'm some gay nerd that just wants to get free money, get free welfare from these tech companies. It's because like you said, they're smelly. I'll relay
AI can do it.
I'll relay an experience that we've talked about briefly before. Not sure if you remember this, buddy Micah, but overlay.
I see.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
My grills. Orion has been waiting to get this off of his chest for a very
It's
long
been a
time.
long time coming.
This is the perfect
So
opportunity.
Labor Day weekend, I go for a nice, a nice weekend trip. I want to go camping. I want to visit one of our beautiful national forests. Someplace that has been designated as a utopia on Earth. Someplace that is supposed to be clean. It's supposed to be awe-inspiring. You go there and you say, "Wow, this is God's gift to us. He did this for us. Thank you, God." But when I joined this national forest, when I arrived, I found that God had left the chat. God was nowhere to be seen, and in his place, and I'm not kidding you when I say this, was thousands of Indians at beautiful Diablo Lake. Beautiful Diablo Lake, one of the gems of the Northwest, infested with Indians everywhere. Now, my gorillas, I'm walking down the beach, trying to ignore them, saying, you know what, I'll just block it out. I don't need to have my time ruined. But everything they did just got under my skin a little more and a little more. I'm walking down the beach. I see three Indians standing there wearing dress shoes, slacks, and a dress shirt on the beach. Wearing dress shoes and casual Friday attire from the office at a beach. It disgusted me to such a high degree looking at this and saying, this isn't the American way of life. These people aren't assimilating or becoming us. He saw a Hollister or Abercrombie ad and said, literally me. That's just what I'm going to do from now on. They're all clones of each other. They're jumping into the water and swimming around, possibly shitting in it. I did see a few logs roll by. I mean, just going there, knowing that,
Putting cologne on before getting into the water.
yeah, yeah. Um, there were a couple of them grilling. There was one.
Oh, okay.
That was a little bit of light there. There were a couple of them grilling. Indian food is pretty goddamn good, but it's not enough. I should be able to go to the national forest on a holiday and be surrounded by fat white people, not Indians. You know? And I think that's okay to say. I think it's particularly okay to say that now. I think that the zeitgeist has moved in my favor. I'm not against H1B because of the fact that they're taking jobs from gay tech nerds and they're all seething about it. I think that's a good thing. And I think those people, they should be penniless. They should be starving. They should be on the streets unless they do something that materially affects the world, unless they get a real job instead of this corporate welfare. But I'm against H1Bs because I'm a racist. And I think that that's true of most people who are against it. Just be honest, okay? Just be honest. That's all I'm asking for. A little bit of integrity, a little bit of a little bit
And
of the truth.
before you, I don't want the viewers to be alarmed at that statement. When Orion says that he's a racist, he's meaning that he's moderately racist.
I'm a casual racist. Look, I'm not some frothing at the mouth wingcock, screaming at the top of my lungs, being scared when I see a black person on the street. I'm not that kind of racist. I'm the kind of racist that sitting in the back of the bar, got a leather jacket on, smoking a cigarette, leaning against a post, and I just very casually drop an N-bomb, but it's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's casual. It's cool. It's chill. It's not this
right.
vehement.
It's not consequential racism.
Right. And I think that that's okay. I think that most people find themselves, if they're honest with their intentions and their true beliefs and values, I think most people find themselves somewhere on that scale.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
So, it's not just me who's a uh, casual enjoyer of some racismo. There's MSNBC finally coming full circle, joining the Chuds, saying this is your time, white people, to rise, to fight back against the Curry menace that's invading your country, who's trying to kill you. I mean, they tell it like it is. I'd like to show you this video and get your thoughts on it because we're at a point now where MSNBC is more based than Fox News. More based, and I mean based as in like, shutting out right wing. More based than Infowars. More based than OAN. Anybody you put them up against, they're not gonna go this far. So let's check that out.
America is a land of the free, home of the brave, all that good stuff that Elon Musk was tweeting about. However, please don't come for Americans. And I would like, let's be very clear, I would like white Americans to stand up. This is your calling card, honey. Where's your banner? Because they coming for you. They said y'all white and lazy. That's crazy.
Well,
that's
what
crazy.
I
and
find
if
is
I said
interesting.
It, y'all would be coming for me.
Well,
I would never say that because that's insane.
That's the point. What you have happening here is the very thing that
you hear MSNBC
that
right here. That based black king. Whites, rise up! Don't let Elon Musk replace you. You're being replaced. They're trying to kill you.
Take action now.
Yeah, take action now. This is an actionable claim.
Well, I think they're trying to mend some old wounds. They're trying to get some goodwill with the many people who looked at MSNBC and scoffed and said, "Oh, MSDNC." Oh. No, I think they've realized that they need to extend an olive branch and make nice with the Chuds, make nice with the white nationalists, because ultimately they're Americans too, and this is American media, and I think this is honestly a positive step for them.
I think so too. I mean, that based black lady who who had a little bit of a Hitler speech right there. You notice that her head is shaved? She's literally a skinhead. She's about a fucking American History X curb stomp Chad Breed for invading her porous borders. Do you understand?
Yeah, well, and it's like I said before, this is not an issue of race. This is an issue of we don't want Indians over what, like, yeah, like in her head she's like, yes, white people, they smell like wet dog, but this smell that emanates from the Indian is far, far worse.
Right. That really is what it comes down to, is the smells. That's why we couldn't let Kamala Harris turn the White House into the yellow curry house. Just stinking diplomats, leaders of other nations coming over, being like
all of DC just smells like butter chicken and tiki masala.
What the? We can't have that. We can't have that. One thing about the Chuds spurging out about these Indians that's got me confused is I look at this graph that I'll pull up here, or a map rather, and it says, share the answered people of another race when asked to pick from groups of people they would not want as neighbors. So it's basically a map of the globe.
Yeah.
And, you're looking at this, and here, I'll share it with you real quick. So,
Okay.
you look at this map and you see, Americucks and Cuck Canadians, 0 to 4.9%. Oh, I don't care who I live next to. And you start getting to the more eastern side of the globe. It starts to go up a little bit. But you have India here. People answering, people of another race, we do not want them as our neighbors. 40+%. The highest, by far, in the world. And so you look at this and you think to yourself, is there not like some sort of commonality that the racist groups could find with each other? Is this just something that the Chuds are not aware of? Because I thought their whole thing was, there's no more diverse group than a group of racists because we all bond over being like that's the meme, right?
Yeah.
So what's the disconnect here? Is it that their
You're saying that,
racism isn't powerful enough and that it's overridden by
well,
their desire to not work a real job involving manual labor?
hmm. I wonder why they weren't able to collect these statistics from Israel.
That is bizarre, isn't it? That is interesting.
But anyways, I think the point that you're getting at is that the Indians, based off of this infographic, would make great allies
Uh, you know, if you're a
to the
yeah,
Chuds.
yeah, for the chuds, not for me, not for me.
No, not for me
No, no,
either.
no, no. I you know, there's just something about going to those beautiful woods, ordained by the Lord, created by Him for my viewing pleasure, and to have it all ruined by hordes of Indians driving slowly, getting in my way. And that's what really makes it all right to be racist against them is that they were bad drivers. Um, but for
Yeah.
the Chuds, they're retarded. Indians are retarded. It should be a handshake moment, but they just can't seem to find that common ground.
Now, another part of this controversy, Orion, was Elon kind of spurging out over the reactions that were happening.
Right. I actually have a image here, a tweet that he made. And look, I'm not gonna call them Zeets. I'm not gonna call it X, because I feel like he hasn't earned that yet. I can see right through it. He hasn't earned it yet. But Elon Musk says, the reason I'm in America along with so many critical people who built SpaceX, Tesla, and other hundreds of companies that made America strong is because of H1B. Take a big step back and fuck yourself in the face. I will go to war on this issue, the likes of which you cannot possibly comprehend. So I read this tweet, right? This take a big step back and fuck yourself in the face. That's the most Reddit brained response. Like even though he's not the jewel of Reddit anymore, it's no longer 2018, the savior of the
His origins are
snoopatar
clearly on
race.
display.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, this is his origins. You can't shake the Redditor from you. Once it's in your veins, you can try and mask it, you can try and hide it.
You can literally tell a redditor out from a random crowd of people by doing the blood test from the thing.
Yes, you can. Or an HIV test, blood test will also do the trick. But take a big step back and fuck yourself in the face. Fuck yourself in the face, you fucker. Like, it's so gay, dude. I'm so glad
Yeah.
someone blew up one of his stupid drugs.
There were a myriad of tweets similar to this where he's calling people shit for brains, calling people subtards, which if you don't know what that means, it means you were below a retard.
Whoa!
So quite a staggering statement for him to
How will
make
you ever recover
about.
from that? Being called a subtard? Wow.
And to not no jokes here, Orion. To be completely serious, it does worry me a bit now because of Elon Musk's behavior and reaction. Him lashing out. I think the right wing in turn is going to lash out and hate on all African Americans. And he's kind of given the entire African American community a bad name, and I think it's going to take decades to fix this.
Well, that is one thing. I see your point there, but I actually think African Americans, especially Jews right now, they're on top of the world because for a week, because of the consequences of Elon Musk being a dumb fuck and saying on Christmas we hate white people and you should die, which is true to an extent. I got to give him credit there. But because of that, I mean, all the heat is off black people. all the heat is off the Jews right now. No one's even talking about Jews. They're fucking coming into the new year with a clean slate because the Chuds are hyper-focused on smelly Indians.
That is true. That is a phenomenon I have noticed. I mean, there are still some, obviously, but overall, it is as you say. The attention has been taken off of them.
It sure has. It's been interesting watch India become a world superpower. We all thought it was a funny joke, that it was just a little meme there. What a ridiculous area. It turns out it was just a couple years off. 2025 is their make it or break it moment where they're going to say, will we let the white people win, or will we go full in on replacing them? We have Vivek in the top echelons of government with his heckin' epic Doge program. We have Kash Patel. What's he doing again? Indian. Isn't he like
FBI director?
FBI director.
Potentially.
Director of the FBI. We have Tulsi Gabbard being a cheerleader, I think. I don't know what the fuck she's actually doing. But she's there in some capacity. You look at all of this and you say, the Indians are coming up. Will they be able to head the mantle? Or will they be stricken down by the Chuds? What's going to happen?
Why become the superpower when you can take the superpower?
Right. They say the Chinese are sneaky, but I think it's India. They were the true sneaky ones all along. Tiptoeing in there. You can't see them, but you can smell them, It's really interesting. And, I want to talk about the people who were betrayed by Elon Musk, these people who've been grievously injured and damaged by this snaking of epic proportions.
No, not my Elon Muscarino.
Elon Muscarino, you are the chosen one. You are supposed to be the based billionaire tech lord, bro. No. I mean,
you were meant to destroy the libtards, not join them.
Bro, I want to show you a video, and this is why I'm not really taking a strong stance aside in this Chud Civil War. You had Chud Avengers. Now we're in Chud Civil War. Soon it'll be Chud Endgame. And
oh boy.
I know. The Marvel Superpower Alliance of the Chud Uprising. We're in its we're in the middle of the arc. We'll see how it ends. But I want to show the people who were betrayed. The people who thought Elon was their guy. Because I think that ultimately they deserved everything that came to them. These are your heroes on the right.
That has never been done before. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like for you to stand with me and to break a record for the single largest Trump dance in human history. Ladies and gentlemen,
this is gonna be
I
so
got music
based.
for you. So to show us, to show the left exactly how unbroken we are by the
We're gonna show the left with this. Libtards are gonna be BTFO'd.
The garbage that you've thrown on us and on this movement, all of the persecution, all of the tyranny, all the censorship.
Bro, you won.
No,
we are going to soy out so hard.
Dance, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in the largest single, there's 15,000 people here, the largest single Trump dance in American history to show.
Now, listen to this song. It sucks so much ass, bro.
Things that make me mad about those other guys and all the things they do wrong. The one thing that I will not
Tim
forgive
Wall's
them for
blown the
is
fuck
they
out,
tried
dude.
to steal the joy from this country.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Do the Trump dance.
This is a mass cringing event. Warning, mass cringing event. Mass cringing event. So yeah, that's
This is like the modern equivalent of those like historical photos you used to see of all the Nazis. doing the Roman salute.
Bro, I used to love the Trump dance. Why did they have to do this? You know, I'd see it and I'm like, Trump's doing something funny. And then you see an NFL player do it, they get a touchdown. You're like, yo.
It's kind of cheeky and, subversive. And now it's just like, oh, why are you doing that?
That's what rightoids have been doing ever since 2016. Is taking cool, funny stuff that Trump does and just running it into the fucking ground and ruining it. It's been such a pattern of behavior. Like, he'll do something that I like, that I think is cool and funny and based. And then these lame dickhead faggots, Benny Johnson, he looks like a fucking teacher that got fired for molesting a kid. That's what he looks like. And he's up there, we're gonna do the biggest Trump dance in history, dude. Whoa! We're gonna show the left that you can't make us sad, that you can't take away our freedom. Bro, I hate these people so much. They can't just let anything go. They can't think of what it is. Really, is laziness. They can't make their own cool stuff. They just have to ape the president. All they can do, they're skinwalkers, Micah.
This is also why conservatives this is why they have such a hard time getting like non-white people to join their movement.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, the only minorities who do jump over are, like, wannabe whites, so it's like. But even then, deep in their souls, they look at this. They're lucky that, no people of color go to Turning Point USA. Can you imagine showing up to one of these? What kind of mongoloid dickhead do you have to be to be like, I'm going to spend my weekend? I'm going to Turning Point USA. I'm listening to Benny Johnson speak, and I'm making history right now.
The biggest.
I'm making history.
You're going to talk to your grandkids in 50 years and be like, I was actually part of the biggest Trump dance that ever occurred on U.S. soil. And watch, like a week from now, the Indians are going to break this record.
Yeah, dude. It'll be on, like, TikTok or some shit. Do Indians have TikTok? I bet they do.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, fucking.
Yeah.
India's the world superpower. Just breaking records left and right. Toilet paper USA BTFO'd.
They love Trump over there, dude. The Indians love Trump.
Yeah. I mean, Trump said he's going to keep bringing them in. He's fully on board with it. The best and the brightest. And that's what Chad Breed is, okay? We take the best and the brightest from...
Chad
we take the best and the brightest from Indian scam call centers that target old white people and take their social security money. We take the best and brightest of those guys and we turn them loose, and we're a stronger country for it. We can all agree on that, right?
Yes,
it makes
absolutely.
America strong and beautiful and based. These are based brown people. We love our.
How are we going to be? How are we going to be able to scam our geopolitical adversaries without these people? We need them in every vestige of the American government.
Just totally destroy China by having Indians scam them. Oh, we ran out of money because we redeemed for gift card. They said they give us 2 times back. How this happened to me? Christ. Chad Priest just fucking totally drains their economy. Hell yeah. Okay, and then before we close out this segment, I do have to tell my grillas out there, if you're skeptical of Chad Breed being based, of Chad Breed being red-pilled, someone you should aspire to be and look up to, I have to recommend the movie Bahubali.
It's a Bollywood flick.
It's a Bollywood flick. It's 2 3-hour movies. Let me tell you, it blows Lord of the Rings out of the water. Okay? It blows Lord of the Rings out of the water. It blows any other movie that you could think of out of the water. In fact, let me pull up a clip. My favorite clip of Bahubali. I actually do want to play this. I didn't download it ahead of time. I just thought about it because this movie, uh, it's literally, and I'm not kidding here, the best movie I've ever seen in my whole life. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull this up for you. Change windows. You're gonna love this, dude. You're gonna love this. That's Bahubali. He's the fucking guy. That's Chad Preet right there. When I say Chad Preet, that's who I think of.
Holy shit.
Boom! Let's fucking go! Bahubali!
Okay, I actually might have to watch this.
Dude, those are H1B guys invading our country and replacing the Chuds right now. This is what's happening to the Chuds. Boom!
Okay, now this is epic.
Epic base. Red dot pilled. Alright, you get the point, but like, can you tell me that this guy, Bahubali, Chad Preet, should not be led in the country, that he's not based in red dot pilled? Is that what I'm supposed to, is that what I'm to believe?
Is that your cat?
What is what, my cat?
I thought I heard like a cat or something.
Jesus Christ, man. What'd you think about that scene? Give me, you're a film buff. You're a film analysis guy.
I mean-
What's going on?
I mean, the choreography and the action, and especially his, his performance. Just his facial tone. It just activated something in me that I didn't know existed before. I feel like a new man.
Not in a gay
after
way
watching that
either,
scene.
No,
not in. Of course, no. I'm not gay.
Yeah.
But just it just made me feel things that I haven't felt before.
I mean, I just have such a sense of appreciation for his his hard-headedness, the fact that he goes into battle bravely, without question, flying. I mean, that's like Indians flying over our porous borders with their H1. That tree.
That was the earliest. I think that might have been the earliest iteration of their space program.
Yeah, that's their version of the H1B visa back in the day. That's how they're getting into the country. It's a good thing, Chud. Okay, it's a good thing. So, oh god, I'm so fucking tired, man. So, I want to let's go ahead and get into the last little ditty we have here, because I know that you're getting ready for work. You got to get going, get jamming. So we got a couple little tweets from Nathan Bonnell. This is a part of the show that I know you love, my grillers out there. The thing that you're tuning in for to hear about.
That's why we put it at the end.
Yeah.
So we force you to listen to all the nonsensical crap at the beginning, in the middle, and towards the end, so you can get to the juicy Nathan Bonnell content.
Dude, that one guy who comments, he's like, "Do you talk about Destiny this week, or should I skip this episode?" Oh, there's something wrong with that guy.
Hey, if he joins the Gumroad, we'll put the Destiny segment at the beginning next time.
Yeah. Okay, that's a good deal. Yep, join the Gumroad, and we'll do right at the beginning there. Before the intro, before we even play the theme song.
Before the intro,
we'll talk about Destiny's son, Nathan Bonnell. Just for you, my man. Just for you.
for at least 10 minutes.
At least 10 minutes. That is a good strategy, my Grillas. So, I casually peruse Nathan Bottle's Twitter. You see what he's up to.
Casually.
See what's going on here. And these tweets kind of left me speechless. I'm thinking to myself, your father, he abandoned you in real life. Has he abandoned your Twitter too? How is he seeing these and allowing them to stay up? How is he not saying, Nathan, you need to take that down right now? It makes me think that he's possibly muted his son.
Do you have the tweets up?
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and put it live right now. So Nathan says, if she's 9, she's mine. In response to, fictional enough, why are you still attracted to a first grader? Showing a little lolly clothed, but there's like a camel toe there. I'm going to censor that for putting it on the screen because it's quite frankly disgusting. Yeah. Somebody says, why are you attracted to a 5-year-old? And somebody else replies, she's 6. She doesn't exist. Now, that's kind of a weird defense to me.
Yeah.
Dude, she's not 5. She's 6, bro. She's 6. Come on, get it right. But here's Nathan out here, and I guess technically,
dude, I'm just imagining fucking a first grader. Okay, it's not. It's not. What are you saying is the implication of this? I don't understand.
It's just a concept, bro. It's just a thought experiment, man. I'm just thinking about.
It's called an abstract thought. Ever tried it?
If you took some college level courses on logic, you might understand where I'm coming from here. Clearly, you're too smooth brained to not be a pedophile or be a pedophile. But here's Nathan out here saying, if she's 9, she's mine. I'm sure he's just an edgy little jokester, But at 13 years old, his father just allows him to go on here and make these jokes. But are they jokes?
And granted, 4 years is not the worst age gap I've ever seen.
I don't know. 13 and 9 is probably not so good. But
yeah,
you might be thinking to yourself, this is a joke, and Steven's just allowing him to express himself. Yes, it's cringe. He doesn't know any better. He's just a boy himself. But let's look at this next one and see if that changes your mind, my Grillas. Bryson Gray says homosexuality always leads to pedophilia and bestiality. And Nathan Bonnell says, nope, I'm just a pedophile. And yet I have homosexual friends who don't agree with that. His father's allowing him to do this. Perhaps even tutored him in it. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. My Grillas is all I'm saying. Could you imagine?
I don't even know what to say to that. I don't even know what to say.
Bro.
This has to be a meme. I refuse. We have to save this child, Orion.
This is what's going on in schools these days. Is kids are sitting there in groups, talking about their sexualities that their teachers groom them into. And you have, his gay friend.
Well, I'm a homosexual. I'm a furry. I'm a pedophile. Very good, class.
You get an A+. No, they don't do grades anymore. You get a gold sticker. Everyone gets a gold sticker. That's woke America for you, my Grillas. Gold stickers for pedophiles. For child pedophiles. Like Nathan Bonnell. That's the woke system in action. The woke mind
The
virus.
woke mind virus.
The
yes.
woke mind virus. So, yeah, that's the update on Destiny's Child here. Destiny's Child. Being a flagrant pedophile, retweeting WallyCon. And his father, yet again, nowhere to be seen. His son, muted. No consequences for this potentially life ruinous action. That's the guy right there. So
Are the homosexual friends he's talking about his dad?
no, him and his dad aren't friends. Friends see each other, you know.
That's true.
Friends don't abandon their friends. You've heard that saying, right?
I have.
Friends will be
yes.
there for you, and not so for old Destorino and his son Nathan. Now, Micah, is there anything else you would like to cover?
No, not particularly. I think we've wrapped things up in a neat little bow
We have
for our viewers.
done it all, my Grillas. Wow. What a treat for you. Yeah. So thank you for listening, my Grillas. It's been real. And peace.
You're welcome.
You're very welcome. Go join Gumroad. Peace out.
I'm old as a boomer. My mind set on Zoomer. Everything cooler, long as I'm not Laura Loomer. If you think I'm not number one, I just spell that rumor. Hit that victory royale on some motherfucking coochie.
Motherfucking coochie.
Hit the default dance on a bitch. Floss dance while I'm flossing in a whip. Victory royale when that chopper hit. Self-incrimination, I have no participation. News keep asking, I don't say shit. You can't have my conversation.
Fuck it. I need to start doing cocaine again.